Welcome and welcome, guys. Welcome back to another edition of BT with JT. And of course, I'm JT, man. Break time, man. Break time. And that's what BT stands for. I have to get away, man. I'm maybe start uploading a lot of people like me to sit down and chit chat with them. I have no problem with that, guys. Let me share something with you. I read. I seen on the news. I like to keep up with the automotive news. Okay, now then this pertains to a Jeep, the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee review. Okay, now 2020, we already in 2020. In fact, we're at the end of May 2020. So I'm not sure why this article is out, which means up front that it should be some 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokees on the lot. All right, so one of two things. No, this article came out March 2nd, 2020. Let me share some of this with you. The 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee is almost a decade old, and yet it's currently the best-selling mid-size SUV on the market. Did y'all hear that? The best-selling mid-size SUV on the market. Okay, 242,000 sold last year, 200,000 plus most for much of the past 2 decades. So the Jeep is still selling, basically what this article is talking about. The Korean body design has been around since 2011. That's true. 2011 through the current 2020, it's the same body style. Y'all remember the minivan did that for a long time. From 2008 all the way up to 2020, the Dodge Grand Caravan had the same body. So for those of you that keep dogging and badging out Chrysler, they have some longevity body. Used to be a body style would go 5 and out. 5 and then a switcheroo. Okay, they may give it the same name, but a body style would change. All right, so what else? Multiple drivetrain and varying levels of driver assistant technology. So, of course, the electronics has to change. You can keep a body design the same, but in order to keep up, the electronics almost have to change. So there's no way around that. Both despite its age and because of it, when the factory builds the same car year after year, reliability tends to improve. The Grand Cherokee has good fit and finish, and nicely controlled ride. A very nice interior on most trims, comfortable seats, and a solid infotainment system. Pretty much what the article is saying is the Jeep ain't going nowhere no time soon, guys. So if you own one, good for you. If you don't, you might want to think about getting one. As you can see, it's and I'm here in the dealership world, and I will say this about the Jeep Grand Cherokee. In fact, I just did one. I'm gonna link a video right here showing y'all some of the small little reviews I did to that thing. One was I just did some maintenance, rear diff service, front diff service, injectors, cleaning injectors, oil change. I just did some maintenance. In other words, what that tell me and what that should tell you is there's not many catastrophic failures going on with that particular Jeep. That was a 2018, but it's the same body style as the 2020. So if you're sitting on the fence, always wanting a Jeep Grand Cherokee, now may be a good time to think about it, guys. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can base your decision off the fact that it's a bestseller. Okay, because why would people continue to buy something that's not that they don't deem good enough to buy? And best believe reviews come out from these people that's purchasing. Chrysler reach out to these people to see what they think about the product. Okay, and if it's good, it may end up on the website. So they're always looking for good news to share with consumers. Okay, that will in turn hopefully entice you to purchase a similar model. That's the whole marketing thing is all about. So, yeah, when somebody see or want to know how well it's selling, basically what they want to know is, do people like it? And if it's a big seller, then yes, obviously, the majority of consumers like it. So the Grand Cherokee, I had a 04, one of the old body Grand Cherokees, but I've been through the rankings of all the Grand Cherokees. Yes, the Grand Cherokee in the early edition was equipped with the 3.6. Of course, it was a Generation 1. All the bugs are now out of it. If you've had your valve train repaired, You don't have to get it repaired again because it likely will last now for the remaining life of that car. Okay, to me, this is my opinion. Once you replace broken rocker arms, which is mostly the reason or the cause of your ticking noise. Now, I'm not talking about if it ruined camshafts or any of that, but if you replace rock arms, matter of fact, if you go out and buy a used Jeep, let's say 2011, 2012, and it's equipped with a 3.6, and you can't get out of the owner, or the owner said, I never had any problem with it. If you go ahead and just do the rocker arms, they're inexpensive now. Now, the job itself may be expensive because it involves a lot of labor. But if you go ahead and do the rockers, you probably likely will never have rocker arm issues again. Now, that's not saying the same for cam phasers, because they can wear many different ways and they can become noisy. And even then, guys, I started suggesting people replace their phasers at 100,000 miles, or when you go in to do rocker arms. Okay, because one thing about me, I don't like going back into the same area I've been in once. So if I see a chance to replace something because I'm doing something else, I tend to do it. It's the same with water pumps on, say, a PT Cruiser. If you go in to do a timing belt, why not go ahead and do the water pump while you're there? It just gives you a peace of mind knowing that this part and these parts have been replaced. That's the way I look at it. Everybody else may be different, but these are my opinions. I'm entitled to my opinions. You are entitled to yours, and I would like to hear yours. So put it in the comment, man. Let me know how you feel about that. Doing a repair, should you go ahead and do things like, say, let's use an example, serpentine belt. You take a serpentine belt off and you spin your idler pulley. It goes, should you just stop at the serpentine belt because it cracked? No, go ahead and do the idler pulleys. It rides on the belt. Well, some things should be common sense, guys. So use common sense and better judgment when you replacing parts or doing anything like that. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I tend to think like that. I tend to operate like that. But this Grand Cherokee will be around for a while. Same body style from 2011 all the way up to now. I don't see no end in sight. Although they're coming out with some new models. I got a course next month. Hopefully all this pandemic stuff, coronavirus stuff will be done died down, because I'm ready to get back to school, guys. I like to stay up to date with the new stuff that's coming out. New model highlights is what they call it. Anytime a new car come out, some of the technicians have to go and take a course on the changes that's been made. New model highlights. What has been changed. And I personally want to know this stuff. Okay, because there's no sense in going backwards. I mean, the technology that's out or been out for a while, you should already know if you've been doing this thing or if you care about your craft. I happen to care about my craft and what I do. Okay, I happen to love what I do, actually. That's, like I say, man, the older I get, the more I get out of using these. I'm now using this. That's why I gotta stay. I can't, I'm putting my personal business out, but I don't drink or smoke, so there's nothing going to hammer my brain. My brain should. If you need any body parts on you, one or two. One is you definitely gonna need your lungs. Keep your lungs healthy, and that will in turn help your brain function right. So if I can stay, my brain can stay functioning, I will be all right, because I'm gonna try to stay healthy from a physical standpoint. But I'm trying to get out of using these and using this more. It's happening anyway, whether I want to or not. Whether I like it or not, that's what's happening. I can't remember the last time I removed a transmission, guys. I remember back in the day when I started doing YouTube, I was yanking transmissions out one every other day, rebuilding it. Now we don't even rebuild it. We replace them. Now they're not breaking as much, so it's all electrical problems, which means you have to be electronically savvy. Okay, so that's where I'm headed with this thing until I'm done. I don't know when I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done when my skills decline, or when I can't physically do it anymore. And I don't see that happening no time soon, because I'm a gym freak. Y'all, my fitness channel is coming, guys. Stay tuned for that. I have to do my fitness channel. It's just I hate starting back over trying to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, because it was tough getting this to that point. Now I'm at 10,000 subscribers and real good watch hours going on. But that's something you got to start at the bottom. So I'm okay with that. And I'm sure out of the 10,000 subscribers I have on this channel, at least 1,000 will support the other channel, whether you're in the fitness or not. You know, I'm sure I have helped you out in some way or another, and that's just a simple repayment. You can help me out by merely subscribing and watching the video a time or two. Okay, so, but I'll talk some more, speak some more on that later. But right now, my break time is over, guys. So let me get up. Oh man, when I sit in this car and start talking, I get comfortable. Don't want to get up and leave. But I have more work to do. I see 2 more tickets sitting on my table, which is a good thing. We're starting to get busy again. People are starting to come out again. But continue, guys. Remain safe. Okay, if you can't stay locked up forever. So if you're gonna come out, just remain safe. Whatever they suggest you do, wear a mask, glove, clean up, disinfect, all that good stuff. You do it. Okay. One guy comment on one of my videos. I never see you wear a mask. Well, I'm not gonna record with the mask on, and whenever I'm recording, I deem that area or that space safe. So I'm being careful. Let me put it that way. Yeah, I take this thing serious. It's not some hoax. I already had family members pass to it, you know, or died from it. So yes, it's very serious to me and my family. I got to go home to a family. I don't want to take anything home to them. Guys, my break is over. I got to go, man. Thanks for watching BT with JT. Break time with me, JT. That's the way I see it. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next video.